In this video today, I'm going to be showing you guys power-up card and other card investments that can make you guys really rich inside of Madden 22 Ultimate Team. A quick disclaimer though, these aren't guaranteed profit, as well as you don't want to be buying them over the specified value I give you guys, because then you might be getting a bad deal and end up losing more coins. And of course, like I did say, this isn't guaranteed profit. Only invest what you're willing to lose. Investing in Madden can be very risky. All it really takes is for them to put their power-up inside with their set, and then your power-up investment kind of becomes useless. But as we saw with like the rerolls and the limiteds, when there were common limiteds being pulled, when there were even common 93s being pulled, these power players' prices went up in value. So basically what we're going to be trying to predict in this video is those types of players, and obviously I'm going to be giving you guys my list of players that I think could happen with that and their power-ups increasing in value. So the first card, first two cards, you guys can kind of determine which one you'd want to go into, or maybe you want to go into both, is Darren Waller and Kyle Pitts. Both Waller and Pitts are really great cards, and they always have been inside of Madden, but as you guys can see, we can easily get Pitts for 4,300. I honestly probably wouldn't buy him unless he's around 3,000 and under, but he's a pretty safe investment. I don't think Darren Waller power-up would go down that much more. I also think he has a high margin where he could kind of go up to 10 to 20k, even if he gets a pretty solid card, kind of like a Team of the Year card or something along those lines. But as we've seen taking a course this year so far, is Kyle Pitts has kind of become the better tight end than Darren Waller. In past Maddens, Darren Waller's kind of been very dominant, but this year EA has really juiced Kyle Pitts cards, and he seems to be a better investment. He's also a little bit cheaper. You might be able to get Kyle Pitts cards for 2k and under. You could easily get Kyle Pitts cards for 2k and under. You just have to check at certain times a day. You might be able to find like 3 in a row, 2 in a row. This is just a really great investment. Alongside is, if you really want to, you can kind of invest into his other cards. Other cards for Kyle Pitts doesn't really work as Team of the Week. Obviously, it's just a +1. You can invest in Rookie Premier, and obviously you're not going to be investing into his limited card. But for a guy like Darren Waller, you could easily invest into his Core Elite for 12k. That's a pretty decent price. You could maybe even go to around 10 to 11k. And yeah, one more thing that I did forget to mention, power-up investments are a lot more riskier because of them being added into sets, but kind of Core Elite and other card investments are pretty more solid and more guaranteed. Even if they just get a card, they'll need those cards for power-ups, and those will obviously make you more coins since they'll go up in value. The only issue that I have with those investments is they're more expensive to make, and your profit margin will be a lot smaller, but like I said, they're a little bit more guaranteed than the power-up investments. It's kind of more high risk, high reward, low risk, lower reward, when the low risk is basically no risk. But hey, I'm not going to tell you guys how you want to allocate your coins in investing. And boys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if I teach you anything new throughout this video, and also you don't want to be missing out on any future coin making methods that I show on my channel. The next investment that I'd kind of give you guys is Jalen Ramsey. He's a little expensive on the power-up end, that's why I'd probably more focus on his Core Elite end. Maybe try to check Jalen Ramsey every once in a while, get some cards for pretty cheap. The only issue is right now the market is very high, so this might not be the safest investment. You could also maybe try his Mutt Hero card, but like I said, market's pretty high, so investments right now are a little risky anyways. So my next investment up here on the list is Dalvin Cook. Now Dalvin Cook is around 2,100 right now, as you guys can see, but I bet you can easily get Dalvin Cook power-ups for probably 1,500 and under. This is just a very secure bet that Dalvin Cook is going to be getting a card soon. He is overdue by a long shot to be getting a card. He'll get one soon. The only issue is Dalvin Cook cards usually aren't that great in Madden, so his odds of his power-up going up crazy amounts in price isn't very high, but it's a pretty safe investment when you only have to invest 2k or under. But like I said, don't forget, only invest what you're really willing to lose, because investments in Madden can be very risky. And honestly, even if you invest in 20 of these guys and you invest 40k, if he shoots down to 500 coins, which he very well could, Dalvin Cook also kind of has the potential to maybe go up to 8 or 9 to 10k even if Madden decides to give him a very good card, which they could. Like I said, we just haven't seen a Dalvin Cook card yet in this game, and he's has a high chance to get one, as well as we don't know how good the card would actually be this year. And boys, stay to the end of the video, because I'm going to be giving you guys the best power-up investment / Core Elite investment that you can be making inside of this game right now. Alright boys, so kind of a little break in this video right now. You guys are probably seeing this video sometime Friday. We are getting, I think it was a Jalen Hurts and it was like a D tackle for the football team. I'm not too sure, but make investments into these cards. I know you guys might not have loads of coins, but right now Marlon Humphrey and Ricky Williams are great investments for me. Sadly, I'm not even going to be taking my own advice here, but let me show you guys that it does work. So scrolling down a little bit here, we can get to Isaiah Simmons. Isaiah Simmons was easily selling for $290K, and you could have easily picked him up, even maybe around $280K. He's already up to $333K, and he's only been out of packs for a little while. But an even better example right here is Derrick Henry for $340K, and like I just said, you could easily be getting these cards for $290 to $300. So make sure to be picking up these LTD investments if you have a lot of coins too. I just don't feel safe enough to do it myself with only 478K right now. So my next investment advice here is we're going to be just kind of looking at some lower end cards that kind of go for literally under 1,000 but aren't really that bad of pickups. We can kind of scroll down here, and even if we kind of filter down by position, we'll see even better deals. But if we go by wide receiver, we could see some cards that could potentially get upgrades that wouldn't be bad. A prime example right here is kind of Calvin Ridley, right? Although Calvin Ridley did go out this season with mental health issues, it isn't impossible that we could see him back again in Madden. Another guy right here is like Sammy Watkins. Obviously I don't think I'd want to get him at 1,050, but if I see one for 800, I'm not gonna like not pick him up. He's a pretty quick guy, and if he gets a decent card, people are gonna really want that card. Another great thing about like a Sammy Watkins type investment is he's not gonna be like a super high overall, so he's not gonna be in a super high set, meaning that his set won't actually carry the power up in it, since he's gonna be kind of a lower end card if he does get a good card. But like I promised, boys, I'm going to be showing you guys my best investment advice right here, the best player to invest in. Now, boys, like I promised, this is my best power-up / other card investment that you guys can be making right now inside of Madden. Joe Burrow currently just had, like, I think 500 yards inside of a game, which means he's probably going to get a Team of the Week card once the Team of the Week promo comes back. So that means since he's going to get a Team of the Week card, the Team of the Week card players usually come in the sets, meaning maybe the power-up isn't the best way to go, but, like, maybe an 82 Joe Burrow investment isn't that bad. Trying to scoop these up for maybe 2,500 and under wouldn't be that bad of an idea. Going for his gold cards as well, not that bad of an idea. The main thing if you do make these investments is you're going to be wanting to get them under that kind of 2,500 line and maybe under like 800 coin line if you can possibly do that. The reason for that is even if the card is bad and even the card isn't wanted and stuff like that, you're still going to be able to sell it back for a decent amount of profit just because of the fact that 82s are worth kind of this minimum right here alongside these 77s. And boys, like I said, take this advice with a grain of salt. It's not guaranteed profit. If this video did help and you don't want to miss out on any future coin methods, don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button, and peace out, boys.